Hello guys, and welcome to another guide video. In this video I will be showing you how to get Sekiro Deflection mod work together with Seamless Co-op mod. This will include the installation process for all required mods and or software that goes along with them. So first thing we want to do when installing mods is you want to disable the Elden Ring easy anti-cheat. This is not a very difficult thing to do. We have to do is download a mod from Nexus Mods page called Anti-Cheat Toggler and Offline Launcher. So here it is, the mod that we are going to use to disable the anti-cheat. There's not much to it. Just go to Files, Manual Download, download this. I'm going to put it on desktop. It's simply so I don't have to look for it anywhere else. It's for the ease of use, I guess. And we're gonna close that. This is it. And now we're gonna find where Elden Ring is installed. So in my case it's D, Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Elden Ring, and Game. So this is the root folder for Elden Ring. So now we can open this and simply drag and drop everything inside here. Because I already have it installed, I am going to skip all of these files, but you should just press replace all these files. I'm going to replace them and launch this toggle anti-cheat. Once you've toggled that one, it's going to show you a pop-up on your screen telling you that the anti-cheat is now disabled, and this will force the game to launch in offline mode, which will prevent you from getting banned from online play, and it will let you play with mods. So now that the anti-cheat is disabled, we can move on with the next step, which is the installing of Mod Engine 2. So here it is. This is where we get the download for Mod Engine 2. It is on github.com. I'm gonna put all the links related to the video down in the video descriptions. You won't have to type in anything yourself. So to download Mod Engine 2, we open this and we click on Mod Engine right here. This is going to provide us with the download. I'm gonna put it on desktop again. There we go. All right, so now we have to go back to Elden Ring root folder. So Steam Library, Steam, Common, Elden Ring Game, and here it is. So here I'm going to make a new folder, Mod Engine 2. I'm gonna open that, and now I'm gonna grab all the files from here. I'm gonna put them in here. So now that the files are in, we can delete the excess files that we don't need, which is Armored Core, Dark Souls 3, Armored Core, Dark Souls 3. We don't need these. We're not playing these games. Well, obviously we are, but this is what you need: config Elden Ring, launch mod Elden Ring, and Mod Engine 2 launcher. This is all that we need. So now that the Mod Engine 2 is installed, we can go ahead and continue to the next step. So now that we have Mod Engine 2 set up, we can go ahead and download Seamless Co-op mod. This is it. Seamless Co-op mod is overhaul to the cooperative aspect of Elden Ring's multiplayer. It basically means that you get to play with your friends unrestricted, and you can be it's like what actual co-op should have been, right? So we're gonna go ahead and download this. I'm gonna put it on desktop again. Here it is. Right, so we're gonna go back to Elden Ring root folder, and we're gonna take Seamless Co-op, and we're gonna drag and drop right here. So now that it's in there, or first what we need to do is set up the Seamless Co-op password. Otherwise the game is gonna show us a pop-up saying that the password is not set up, and I'm just gonna demonstrate it right here. So this is saying that a fatal error has been, a process has been aborted. Please enter a session password in your settings file. So that means we have to set up a password before running the Seamless Co-op mod. So we go to Seamless Co-op folder, we go to ERSC_settings. If you scroll down a little bit, there it is, it says session password. You can basically put anything you want here. I'm gonna put 123 for now, and I'm going to save it. So now the fatal error should not show up, and it's going to allow us to run the game. So here it is. This is a welcome message that Seamless Co-op usually will provide to you at every time you start the mod. This mod does not uses a separate save file, does not connect to the matchmaking servers. It does not contain an anti-cheat. So if you take a look at bottom right, it's gonna say Elden Ring Seamless Co-op version 1.9.0 by Yui. And what we're gonna do here is we have to make sure that we have a save file, because that save file is going to be important later on when we set up Seamless Co-op to work with Mod Engine 2. So we're going to start new game. We're going to create a character. It doesn't matter which one, so I'll just go with Vagabond, I guess. Basically all we need is a save file. Once we're in game, we can simply close the game and we can go back to finishing the installing process. Here we are. Here we are in game. So this is Seamless Co-op. Right, so we need to go back to and quit the game now. So the goal now here is to set up Seamless Co-op to work alongside Mod Engine 2. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna rename this ERSC launcher. We are gonna rename it by adding like this. This is all you need. So now we're gonna go do the same with the folder. I'm going to do the same. We're going to go into Mod Engine 2 folder, and we're going to use the mod folder. In here we're going to create a separate folder called Seamless Co-op again. Exactly like this, no spaces, nothing. We open that, we open Seamless Co-op again. So we open Seamless Co-op and take these files and put them inside here. Now remember, we do have to set up a password again because this is brand new and it's not going to contain a password. So I'm going to put it again 234 for example, and not 123. So I'm going to save it and I'm going to close it. So this is, we now made Seamless Co-op. We added it to Mod Engine as a separate mod right here. So this we're gonna have to edit config for later on, because right now it's not loading any external DLLs. We will change this later on when the time comes. So now all we need to do is, I'm gonna lower this. We have to get Sekiro Deflection mod now. So now that we have Mod Engine 2 and Seamless Co-op set up to work together, we are gonna get Sekiro Deflection mod, which we can get from here. We're just gonna go straight to Files, Manual Download. I'm gonna put it again on desktop. Yep. And now we have to go back to Elden Ring root folder. Only difference now is we're gonna make Sekiro Deflection work directly with Mod Engine 2. There's no need to run a game like we did for Seamless Co-op. So we're gonna go Mod Engine 2. Now we're gonna open Sekiro Deflection that we just downloaded, and we're gonna take all of these except the mod folder. We're just gonna copy and paste them right here. So when asked, click yes, replace all the files. So Sekiro Deflection mod comes with pre-edited version of config Elden Ring, which adds these two DLL files to be loaded by Mod Engine 2, which is posture bar. It shows the posture bar for both player and enemies, and the script stat exposure. This is a DLL that handles, I don't know, probably some scripts, as its name says. And now we're gonna take the mod folder, right? And we're gonna go inside here and we're gonna create a new folder. Name it exactly like this. No spaces in between, nothing. And we're gonna take all of these and put them in here. Oh no, not here. Hold on. Sekiro Deflection, paste right here. Right, so Seamless Co-op, this is it. Make sure you have the password. There it is, session password 234. You can put whatever you password want, just to make sure you play with your friends and not with somebody else. And Sekiro Deflection, copy paste. So once again, to avoid any confusion, Mod Engine 2, mod, create a new folder, name it Sekiro Deflection, open this, Sekiro Deflection, mod, and take all of these files and put them in here. There you go. That's all you need to do. So now we have to make edits to the Elden Ring config file right here. So now we have to make edits to the DLL file so the Mod Engine 2 can read the DLL file that comes with Seamless Co-op Elden Ring, which means we're gonna add a new line ourselves right here, and we're gonna do this. So we're gonna put mod // Seamless Co-op, another 2 slashes, and we're gonna close it off like that. So this is all we need to do, and we're gonna click save. So now this line right here that we added is gonna allow Mod Engine 2 to read the DLL file that comes with the Seamless Co-op, which is this one right here. And now we have to add the so this right here is where we add which mods the game should load in. So we're gonna add a new line right here. And we're gonna add another line, which is we're gonna do exactly the same, only we're gonna put Sekiro Deflection instead. instead of Seamless Co-op, and the final one down here, just you don't have any needs to like either remove it or delete it, whatever. So now we can save this. Also make sure to have these two. So first one, extension mod loader enabled true, and lose params, this needs to stay false. So these two need to be like this. Right, so we can save, and we can try running the game right now. See, let's close that. So now when launching the game, we have to use the Windows batch file right here, which is using the mod engine 2. So let's give it a go. Just run this. So this is it. This is the welcome message Seamless Co-op gives us. So this should be working together, so we can load the game. We can just delete both of these now because we don't need them anymore, and we can start a new game just to make sure that everything works. So here we are in game, and if you see that my character, so my character does have a posture bar down at the bottom, and if you cannot see it, that's because the recording software I'm using does not capture overlays, but for me I can see it. But to really confirm if the Sekiro Deflection is working is by two-handing a weapon like this and pressing L1 button. So you can see top left, a small green box appears, which confirms that Sekiro Deflection also works. But there's a boss up ahead, the tutorial boss that we can go and check out just to really send it home to make sure that it works. Okay, here we go. Yep, the deflection mod does actually work. Oh, I missed one there. Regardless, at the top of the screen, you can now clearly see the boss posture bar is still visible. Okay, so I'm going to skip the tutorial right here. And to get the additional items that Seamless Co-op mod provides, which allows you to open your world to your friends or invaders or anybody else, we have to rest at this grace point. So now when we rest, there we go. We received all the items that come with Seamless Co-op mod, and if I press L1 again, you can see the deflection window is showing up there briefly, which confirms further that both mods are now working, and you can now open your opens your world to Wanderers. So now everybody open World to Wanderers, and your game is now open to your friends. As long as they have the same password, you can all play together. So the Sekiro Deflection will work as long as they also have the exact same setup as you. So the exact same mods, exact same password, exact same mod engine, the 2 ini settings for config Elden Ring. So you want to make sure they have all of that set up as well, exactly the same way. Otherwise, it's going to cause problems and it's not going to work for, I guess, either of you, and you won't be able to play. So now that we have everything we wanted set up, there is a bit more setup that needs to be done, and that is the setup for Sekiro Deflection mod, because it does arrive with a configurator that you get to use. So it's configured right here. You launch this, and what now is going to happen is it's going to prompt you to find the settings ini file for Sekiro Deflection mod. So you're going to go Steam library, Steam apps, common, Elden Ring, game, mod engine 2, mod, Sekiro Deflection, action, script, module, and this is what you need. So deflection.lua file, you open this. So now it's going to load up all the settings that you get to change and set up however you like it. So if you want, let's say, deflect window, time window for deflecting attacks, so this is counted in 0.3 seconds, so it's like 300 milliseconds. If you want your window deflect window to be longer, you can set it to 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, maybe even 1 second. You would do like this. It's entirely however you want to set it up. A deflect window while blocking, you don't need to change this is perfect as it is. Delay deflect, so this is a cooldown. If you have it enable cooldown, so it's currently set to off, you don't need to change this. So if you want a cooldown on your deflects, you enable this and you change this, so this is 0.150. But usually you would disable this. There's just no need to have the cooldown on your deflects. It probably not even a good idea. Next up is allow deflect follow-up attacks. This means if your enemies have, let's say, 2 or 3 consecutive fast attacks that they can follow up, this will kick into motion, which means you don't have to press L1 for each separate deflection. It's just gonna automatically do it. Deflecting won't repel attacks, which means whenever you deflect an attack from your enemy, they will not recoil. Instead, they will just continue attacking. If you want them to recoil from your deflections, you will want this enabled or disabled. You will want this disabled. So now when you deflect, they will recoil as if they are staggered, and you can get a clean shot at them. But I recommend leaving this on. Poise damage is how much poise your character does when successfully deflecting attacks, which I would suggest setting between 170 or 180. Also make sure that 0.0 is at the end, so it would look something like this. For 170 poise damage. You can put whatever you want, obviously. It's just, my suggestion would be 170, 180, even up to 200. Posture system behavior, which means semi-enabled. So if you enable this, posture system works for both players and NPCs. So that means they can break your posture and they can punish you for that. Semi-enable means that it works only for NPCs and it does not work for player. And you can just outright disable it. Allow shield deflect, which means you can deflect with shields. Keep in mind this still kind of experimental, I would say. So if a shield doesn't have, let's say, 100% physical damage negation. You still might take some damage, but not necessarily. You can enable it or disable it. It depends however you feel like playing it. Sekiro counterattack, pretty much self-explanatory. So whenever you perform a guard attack, after deflecting attacks, it's gonna perform Sekiro deflections, Sekiro counterattack animations instead of Elden Ring default guard counter animations. Knockback force means push force when deflecting, which means if a boss performs a heavy attack, this decides how far your character is being thrown backwards or whatever. Disable lifesteal for Malenia. That means Malenia usually has a lifesteal when she hits you, and you can disable the lifesteal so you can deflect attacks without having your health stolen. It's probably for you to leave it on, but if you want more of a challenge, you'll have this set off. So that means Malenia will heal when hitting you, and she's not gonna heal when hitting you. And if you're using convergence mod, this is a complete overhaul for Elden Ring. All you have to do is turn this on, but that's pretty much it. You can have custom the damage negation values right here, but I would suggest leaving that off. And once you're done setting everything up, you click save, and that's it. That's it. So now you can continue playing using always use the launch mod Elden Ring, otherwise it's not gonna work. And that should be it. Now that you have everything set up, I once again have to remind you that your friends who want to have exactly the exact same setup, they have to have everything what you just did. So that means downloading the anti-cheat, the mod engine 2, Seamless Co-op, and Sekiro Deflection mods, all installed in the same way you just did. So they would have to have all of this. They would have to have both of these folders. They would have to have this and this. They would have to have the exact same config Elden Ring, so you could probably just send it to your friends, and they have to have the very exact same setup before trying to play this together. And once again, using the mod engine to launch bad Elden Ring to play the game, otherwise it's just not gonna work. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you'll find this guide tutorial helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one.